Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Martin Gilday. I'm a chiropractor but also certified in functional medicine, and I'm a diplomat to the American Clinical Board of Nutrition. I want to talk to you a little bit today about health, more importantly, brain health. Now, over 50% of Americans are chronically unhealthy. Over 1/3 of adults are considered obese. Scientists predict this may be the first generation to not outlive their parents. This sounds familiar, right? To remedy this, most alternative doctors, including myself, and lately even more mainstream ones, are already doing some type of functional medicine with nutritional and/or detoxification therapy. But what about the brain? It consists of 75% water and is made of 60% fat. There are 80 billion neurons and 1,000 trillion connections between various areas of the brain. The brain uses 20% of the oxygenated blood in the body, and it burns 25% of all your consumed calories. Think about this fact the next time you see somebody calorie deprived that can't even get out of their own way or seem to concentrate. But most importantly, your brain is the most nutrition dependent, energy dependent, and toxin stress vulnerable organ in the body. Now, just like the chronic health problems and obesity problem in this country, there are other shocking statistics. Learning disabilities are affecting 1 out of 6 school-aged children. The prevalence has gone up 17% in the last decade. Researchers think this is due to increases in both ADD and autism. And anxiety and depression are on the rise today also, where stress is all around us. Then we have traumatic brain injuries and concussions, which are also becoming all too common. Recent research in Translational Psychiatry, Nature Online, September 19, 2017, has found that athletes who began playing tackle football before age 12 had more behavior and cognitive problems later in life than those who began playing after turning 12. Now, this makes you really wonder if you should have your child play football before 12. This brain imbalance could be too high frequency or too low. If we balance the brain waves so the correct frequencies are emitted, then the child with, let's say, ADD can focus. Now, common to all of these brain problems, there's something called neurological dysregulation, which produces abnormal brain waves. With ADD or learning disabilities, kids cannot focus. With anxiety, people cannot calm down. With depression, people cannot wake up or get going. And with concussions, one cannot focus and oftentimes have trouble doing normal activities, normal everyday activities. Hence, I've acquired a new piece of technology in my office called ClearMind. I'm very excited. It performs a treatment known as neurofeedback. Now, neurofeedback is nothing new. In fact, it has been around for 40 years. It has thousands of studies. Now, how does neurofeedback work? Well, first we do a brain map where we can evaluate the brain waves. There are 4 types of brain waves which provide a window to the brain and how it's functioning. Each wave is associated with a unique mental state. We record your brain waves for 6 minutes with your eyes open and another 6 minutes with your eyes closed. Then we analyze the brain map. Your EEG, or brain map, it stands for electroencephalogram. The recording is then uploaded and compared to thousands of other brain maps of similar individuals with normal brain activity. Now, the brain map is able to capture a window of brain activity, analyze the data, and create a visual representation for each lobe of the brain and each specific wavelength. Cognitive or thinking ability and emotional issues, as well as irregular brainwave patterns, are identified. Now, there are 4 different brain waves the brain map is evaluating: delta, theta, alpha, and beta. Sounds like a sorority or fraternity to me. Delta waves are what you emit most of the time when you're sleeping. Theta waves are usually as soon as you wake up or right before you go to bed. Alpha is going to be when you're relaxed, and beta is going to be when you're awake and most of the day. So you can see how if you're trying to sleep at night and your beta waves are high, you're not going to be able to. Conversely, during the day when you're trying to concentrate, if your beta waves are high and your delta waves are superior, you're not going to be able to fall asleep. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to stay awake. So to correct the brain imbalances, we do something called brain training sessions. They're 30 minutes long and they're pleasant. You watch a movie or listen to music of your choice while wearing our photic light glasses. The computer monitors brain waves and gently guides them into healthy ranges. Now, concurrently, the photic light glasses emit synchronized flashing lights in a sequence determined from the brain map. The average number of sessions is 20 for children and 40 for adults to get the optimum benefit, usually at 1 to 3 visits per week. Results are most often permanent and no further training is needed. Many in the field compare neurofeedback, the mechanism to learn in neurofeedback, to that of riding a bike. once you learn how to ride a bike, you never have to learn again. New network connections or neural connections are formed. You could not ride a bike for 30 years, get right back on one, and immediately know how to do it. Now, this may sound too good to be true, but this amazing technology works by realigning brain waves while you're engaged in a movie or music. It's called operant conditioning. That's the mechanism that neurofeedback uses to correct the brain waves. When the brain is emitting the correct waves, the movie sound becomes louder and the picture becomes clear. Conversely, when the brain does not emit the correct waves, the movie picture dims and the music gets quieter. Thus, the brain desires to and eventually will be trained to emit the correct waves. This is all done subconsciously, so you just sit back and enjoy the show. Becky and I have both done this training, and we tried to concentrate to make the music louder or the picture clearer, but it just doesn't work. It's all done subconsciously. So the benefits of neurofeedback are it's non-invasive, it uses no drugs, it's enjoyable, it's cost-effective, only 30-minute sessions, and most often permanent, like riding a bike. A Harvard pediatric neurologist professor once said, and I quote him, neurofeedback should play a major therapeutic role in many difficult areas. In my opinion, if any medication had demonstrated such a wide spectrum of efficacy, it would be universally accepted and widely used. Thus, for some, this could be the most important new tool for mental and neurological health available today. So we have an offer. For the first 20 patients who call our office, we are offering a brain map session for only $95. That's a 52% discount and $100 savings off the regular price of $195. So if you or anyone you know suffers from anxiety, depression, ADHD, chronic fatigue, sleep disorders, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, brain injury, migraines, Lyme disease, and Lyme disease brain, which is the brain fog, and they have tried everything to no avail or just want to try something without side effects, which is more permanent, give my office a call, 717-486-8189. Thanks for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon.